Good morning. Thank you all for coming to celebrate our dad's life. I'm Melissa, and this is Patrick, William, Mary Kate, and Michael. On Friday, March 17th, we woke up thinking it was a typical morning. We said our normal goodbyes and I love yous as we walked out of the door to head to the fire station. But then later that morning, 3 calls came to the house phone from the captain's line. Walking into that hospital is a scene I keep playing over and over in my head, and it never seems to fade away. My lifelong fear as a fireman's daughter became true. I always feared this day would come as a little girl, but I never actually thought it would become my reality. I am now living my worst nightmare. Both of my parents have unknowingly prepared us for this day, raising us to be strong, independent, confident, loving, and caring children. My mom lost her dad at the age of 9, and my dad lost his dad at the age of 5 and his mom at the age of 12. My dad had a tough life growing up, but I never heard him use the excuse, "poor me." Somehow he pulled it together, day by day, year by year, and grew into a hardworking, genuine, sincere, humble, loving, selfless, kind husband, father, friend, coworker, and man. Not having a traditional upbringing made him who he was as an adult, and most importantly, as our dad. My parents never let their tragedies as children affect their wonderful, loving upbringing of all of us for the past 19 years. I don't even know where to begin talking about my dad. I can't even start to describe the memories we have with him as kids. Taking trips to some of his favorite places, like Incarnation Camp in Connecticut, New Hampshire, Lake Michigan, Long Island, New York, Fire Island, Westport, and the list could go on. He loved anything outdoors and anywhere with a body of water. He was so adventurous and wanted to instill that in all of us. We didn't even have to go far to have fun. We would always go hike the Blue Hills, go fishing on Buckmaster Pond, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, skiing, and soccer at the Randolph Fields. Every weekend, he would have something planned for us, so we were up and out of the house and spending time together. As busy as my dad was, between working at the fire station, rebuilding houses, creating various projects, and making artwork in his wood shop in the basement, he would still find plenty of time to spend with us. Sometimes he would even have Patrick come to work with him just to be able to spend more time with him. They would clean gutters together, or Patrick would do some of the electrical work in the house that my dad was fixing. I was always jealous because Patrick would come home making so much money for a day's worth of work, but my dad would never let me come with them. My dad would always be at soccer games, baseball games, lacrosse games, track meets, gymnastics meets, and cheerleading events that we had, and he would support us and cheer us on, while taking amazing pictures, of course. Weekends with him were the best, since he was always busy all week. If he wasn't working at the fire station on a Thursday night, our friends Candy, Derek, and Ryan would come over for pizza night and beers by the fire. We loved that pizza. He made the best pizza. Instead of sauce, he would use olive oil and spices and create crazy toppings, and there was always a sesame seed crust, which was my favorite part. My dad and I shared a love of cooking, and I would always be in the kitchen with him, standing by the stove ready to taste test. I would make the desserts, which he would taste test for me. He loved his sweets. Mary Kate has such great memories of my dad at camp with all of his friends. He always seemed like he was having so much fun and loving life when he was there. He would often take her out to get ice cream after her soccer games, too. He was always the one to call when we needed something because no matter how busy he was, he would answer our calls. William and my dad shared a love for baseball, and they had a special bond over it. My dad would go to all of his games, and his pride beamed from the sidelines as a proud parent and spectator. All of us loved to be on our dad's side while he worked in his shop on some special projects. I remember he would always yell at me for coming downstairs without shoes on and socks because the wood chips would get all over the house. But I didn't care. I just loved to be down there and watch him work. Whether it was gardening, cooking, or carpentry, the boys would follow him around whenever they could to try and learn new skills. Michael has also written some memories that he and I would like to share together.
Joey T in the house is just one of the things I said when he came home from work.
My father was an amazing firefighter, uncle, fire maker, counselor, carpenter, husband, writer, fisher, friend, artist, swimmer, lifesaver, photographer, brother, brother-in-law, gardener, driver, and dad to us, and to everyone who loved him. He would always get mad at us for leaving, well, mostly me, for leaving my socks around the house. I remember he would make Alyssa and Mary Kate pay when they went over data on their phones. I have so many memories of kayaking and fishing with my dad. At camp, we would go out on the lake really early to catch more fish. The early bird always catches the worm first. I loved being with my dad, and I will cherish these memories forever. We are so thankful to have had a dad like him who blessed our lives. He cared for us more than we all knew, and we are so appreciative for all that he did for us. We will miss him so much every day, but we know that he will be watching over us and will be in our hearts forever. Patrick, Mary, Kate, William, Michael, and I would like to thank all of you for the outpouring of love and kindness for our mom and our entire family these past few days. This will last forever in our hearts and minds and sustain us for the rest of our lives. Thank you.